I just saw your video on teachers having to document accommodations. You held up a letter from the Office of Civil Rights. How do I find that letter? Or the law on this. My child's teacher will not track them and says that they will file a lawsuit if asked to do so.
The teacher's going to file a lawsuit on you? I would love to see what that lawsuit is. That how dare you ask us to comply with federal and state law lawsuit? So we just do two things in teaching, right? We teach and we measure, whether it's general ed, special ed, gifted, that's what we do. So we are charged with writing goals and an IEP that is two things. It's measurable and it enables the student to make progress. So if we didn't track accommodations or we didn't track IEP goals, what would be the point of giving them specially designed instruction, right? So I don't know exactly what letter I held up since I have about 19,000 million videos. However, I think what's important to know, and you certainly don't want to find out this way, but when myself or one of my partners files a federal complaint with U.S. Department of Education Office of Civil Rights or a state complaint, the first thing the state investigator or the federal attorney does is say, hey, Miss Taylor at ABC School District, Miss Cunningham has alleged that your district did not track accommodations. Please send in your accommodations log. So I've learned this through filing. The law is assumptive. What does that mean? It assumes that you know what it means. The law doesn't write down every single thing that you have to do bit by bit any more than this. When you see a speed limit sign, it says speed limit 55. That covers all the information, not the why, not the how, not the when. So you are required to implement the IEP to enable the student to make progress. And so otherwise we would just leave the same accommodations for 12 years, right? So we want to see, are the accommodations working? Are they appropriate? Are they appropriate for every setting? Does he need a sentence stems in PE? No. And so whether you've been trained on that or not, and most of my partners are previous educators, and I've had the blessing of training 1 million educators, and we don't train them to track data on accommodations or goals. That doesn't recuse them from their responsibility. It is unfortunate and grievous that we don't train our most important people, our educators, but I don't find that we do across the United States.